everyone, so this is my review of Supergirl, Season 2, Episode 22, called Nevertheless, She Persisted. And basically what this episode is about is that it's pretty much the whole final showdown against Supergirl and Rhea, and their battle to decide who should have claim over Earth. And they persist with doing a sort of one-on-one fight, and the winner of the fight gets Earth, and the other one has to back down willingly. And this was such an interesting and really cool and really entertaining episode that did a lot and did a really good job at sort of harkening back to some things throughout the whole season, as well as sort of, like I said, just wrapping up and finishing up a lot of the storylines that have been throughout this whole season. And just, it was so great to watch and see how everything play out. And I especially enjoyed the whole beginning fight scene between Supergirl and Superman. And just everything that went into that was just really, really cool to just plain introduce this episode as a whole. And with that, I really enjoyed the introduction of the silver kryptonite, which is something that I don't know if they've actually made up for the show or if it is a real thing, because I've never heard of it before now. But the whole plan around it was really cool, where with silver kryptonite, when a Kryptonian comes into contact with it, they basically see their friends as their worst enemies. So Superman was affected with this in this episode, and with that he ended up seeing Kara as Zod and not Supergirl. So they ended up fighting because of that, and it was just a really whole interesting fight to see. And I do really enjoy that they did stick with some of the original things with Supergirl, which is that just plain overall, she is stronger and better than Superman. She just lacks the skills that he has. So when it comes just basically down to a hand-to-hand fight, she is better than him overall with strength and stuff. So that was cool to just see that whole fight play out. And I've been saying over and over again, I just really enjoyed that. And all the preparation for this fight between Supergirl and Rhea was very interesting, with Kara doing everything she could to protect as little citizens getting hurt as possible, and also trying to make it a fair fight and trying to prepare for things in case she did manage to lose the fight. But with that, it was really annoying how pretty much both sides chose to not follow the rules of this fight at all. Because yes, Kara and Rhea did fight each other in the way that they should be fighting each other, but also the rest of their armies didn't stand down from just waiting to see how the fight turned out. And that was the annoying part, that like I said, neither followed the rules of how this fight should have been done, and I just didn't like that. And it was really cool to see what this device is that Lena was making to sort of help be the backup in case Kara did lose the fight, which was using one of the devices that Lillian picked up when Lillian and Lena went to the Lex's lair and hide out in cave and vault, and she picked up this one item saying oh, I can't believe he completed this. That device came back into contact here, where originally Lex Luthor made the device to be it so that it would irradiate the sky with kryptonite, so that no Kryptonians could be in Earth anymore. And so Lena decided to change it for the current situation that they're in, to where instead of irradiating kryptonite, it would irradiate iron, or not iron, lead, which is poisonous to the Daxamites. So then no Daxamites could be on Earth, and that was interesting how she did that. But with that whole conversation between Lillian and Lena, I'm still wondering what's going to happen with the storyline with Lena, and if eventually she is going to become evil like her brother and mother. Which I really hope is not the case, because I really like the idea of having her be her own independent person that isn't just following the line of Luthor. And I just really enjoyed that they did have a bit of this underlining choice that Kara had to make in this episode, which was to either basically choose between the people of Earth and protecting and saving them, or choosing the person she loves, Mon-El. And how they decided to play out that decision, all the aftermath around it, was really, really great and really interesting. And I really enjoyed the ending of this episode, where Kara is still suffering through her heartbreak and just going through a lot of pain in her life, but she still has this sort of almost instinct to sort of go out and still be Supergirl, because she understands that that's another part of her life that she still loves and is still there. And I just found that really, really great. And just overall, this was a really amazing and entertaining and great season finale episode. And I'm so excited to see what they're going to do next, especially with what the ending of this episode teased, with the fact that there is some sort of like evil Kryptonian that got sent away as a baby like Clark did, and that they're about the same age. So how is that sort of evil Kryptonian possibly going to play into the storyline and what's all going to happen there? I'm super excited to see. So, yeah, that's my review of Supergirl, Season 2, Episode 22, called Nevertheless She Persisted. So, yeah. Bye!